Alright, let me show you something I've been testing that makes scalping a lot smoother. It's an indicator on TradingView that basically does a ton of the heavy lifting for you. Whether you're brand new or you've been trading for a while, it marks out entries. It shows you where you could place a stop loss, and it even layouts multiple take profit levels right on your chart. Check out this BTC chart on the 5-minute time frame. You can see here we've got a sell signal, targets appear, and price hits. Right after that, a buy signal shows up, targets marked again, and it hits those two. Then another sell signal comes through. Same story. It reaches the target. You can see how the indicators lays everything out visually without you needing to guess. Now, let's flip over to gold. Still on the 5-minute chart. Sell signal, targets marked. Price runs down and hits them. Then a buy signal shows up and target 2 gets tagged. After that, another sell comes in and hits target 2 again. Not long after, another buy signal pops up, also running it to its targets. And finally, a sell signal appears and once again it reaches target 2. Over and over, the signals are clear and easy to follow. So what's this indicator? I'll reveal the name in a moment, but before we get there, I want to show you how to get the most out of it, because the settings matter more than people think. Now the default setup works fine, but it's designed with day trading in mind. That means you're gonna get fewer but generally stronger signals. Nothing wrong with that, but since I'm showing you how to use this as a scalping tool, we need more activity, more signals. That's where the settings comes in. So let's dive in. Once you open the indicator settings, you'll see there's an option for trading style. By default, it's set to day trading. For scalping, I just switched that over to a scalper. That one change alone makes a big difference because the algorithm becomes more sensitive to smaller price moves, which is what we want when we're working off the 1-minute or 5-minute chart. Now let me slow down here because this is important. Whenever you're adjusting indicator settings, you always want to match them with the type of trading you're doing. Day traders usually want fewer signals so they don't overtrade, but scalpers need quicker, more frequent entries since they're aiming for smaller moves. But switching to a scalper mode, you're basically telling the indicator, look for faster setups. Next, let's talk about the stop loss settings. The indicator comes with the default stop loss built in, and it's great for longer intraday moves, but in scalping, that stop loss is usually too wide. If you leave it on, you're gonna end up risking way more than you should on quick trades. That's why I personally uncheck the stop loss option inside the settings. Now, even with all these settings optimized, no indicator is perfect. Sometimes you'll see counter trend signals pop up. That's just how markets work. Price can move against the bigger trend for a while. And if you want to filter those out and only trade with the main trend, here's what I do. I add another indicator called 10 and 1 moving averages. So, to add it, head to the indicator section and type 10 and 1 different moving averages and add it to your chart. When you first drop it on your chart, it gives you a 200 EMA line by default. That's fine, but I like to customize it. In the inputs, I change the first moving average to 100 EMA. Set the color to white. Then I enable the second moving average change to 400 SMA. You can change its color. and you can make them a little thicker in the style tab to be more visible on the chart. And here's how I use them. If the 100 EMA is above the 400 SMA and the prices are staying above both, that's an uptrend. And if the 100 EMA is below the 400 SMA and the price is under both, that's a downtrend. But when the 400 SMA is flat and the 100 EMA kept flipping above and below it, price is choppy, that's a range. And for me, that's a no trade zone. Alright, let's get into some trade examples with proper risk management. On this BTC 15-minute chart, what do we see? A clear downtrend. That means I'm ignoring all buy signals because I only want to trade with the trend. When a sell signal shows up, the entry is on the close of that candle. A stop loss goes just above the colored ribbon, and the targets are already drawn for us. Now look at this other chart. Here's we've got an uptrend. Same rules apply. Ignore the sell signals. Focus on the buys. Enter at the close of the signal candle. A stop loss just under the ribbon. And again, targets already marked. It keeps things structured and consistent. And finally, the name of the indicator doing all this is called the Flux Charts SFX Algo. And if you want to try it out, I've got the link in the description and pinned comment below. Happy trading!